Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on WCHB 1200 and 99.9 FM with co-host Longhorn. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. And now, here's your host that never gets it right but is never wrong, Will Sims.
Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with the Longhorn. Longhorn up in the house.
Prime time, game time.
All right, cool. That's what's good. What's up? Live call-in number 313-568-1200. We got a lot to put in the midst today. We're going to talk. It's 4 days after the election. I want to know what people think about the election. Do you feel that it was right? Get enough people get out and vote? I mean, I want your opinion on what's going on. You done have 4 days to think about it. Call in, right. Let us know your opinion. Also, we got the Lions on the table. Lions in Miami jumping off tomorrow. And today we also have Ohio State at Michigan State. Welcome aboard, Longhorn. What's going on?
Hey. I would like to say what's up, Detroit? What's up? Somebody asked me the other day, Will, where I'm from and things of that nature. I like to let Detroiters know that I am from Detroit. Lived on the west side over on Gladstone for a minute, for 1 year. Then we moved to the east side over in St. Clair between Kirchville and Kirchville and Jefferson. I'm a graduate of Southeastern High School, class of 1983, Go Jungleers. A little bio by myself, a little something by myself. Graduated from Wayne County Community College. So, used to work for the City of Detroit Water Department. But as far as the game goes, I hope Michigan State go ahead and do what they have to do, so we can at least get a serious consideration for the playoffs.
All right, Longhorn. We appreciate that background check on you live on the air.
I know, right? Sound like the dating game going on.
But I want the people to call in 313-568-1200. Let me know what you think about the election that just went down Tuesday. What's your thought on that, Longhorn?
I say everybody should have went out and vote. I looked at the stats. Only 31% of the people in Detroit got out. That's Democrats, got out and voted. And my thing about this, if you don't vote, don't say nothing's wrong. Some people tell you my vote won't count. What one vote do? One vote would do a whole lot to change history. So you need to go out there. If you didn't vote this year, please, you got a lot of chance. Go out there and register and get your vote out there because your vote counts. So that's my thing on the voting.
Yeah, I was hoping that a lot of more people turned out also. Unfortunately, they didn't. So Rick Snyder got back in office. A lot of people upset in the city. But I think they're more upset at the people that didn't get out to vote. So, so which I can understand that because I was kind of a little mad and upset myself when I saw the numbers, as I was watching them on TV. I was like, this ain't good.
No, it's not good because if you don't vote, actually you're voting for the person who you don't like, even though if you don't vote for him. So I think you should run for mayor of Detroit.
No. They don't want that because I ain't doing nothing. I'm not cutting no grass. I'm not picking up no trash. But actually, the people that didn't vote, maybe that's what they like. Maybe I should. Huh? What about that?
I'll vote for you. What about Detroit? You vote for an honest politician who said he's not going to do anything. At least you're honest about it.
Hey, check this out. Let's get on this Lions real fast. We got them playing Miami tomorrow. Second half of the season ain't been too good for Detroit. Since 97, they 31-97. So them numbers don't look too good for the Lions. But, like they said, there's a new sheriff in town. So hopefully they can turn things around and pull out this victory tomorrow. Because after that, they go to Arizona and then they have New England up. Longhorn, your thoughts?
Well, the Megatron is coming back. So Stanford's going to have his key receiver out there. So I think the Lions are going to do, like I said last show, they're going to go 11-5, and they're going to go too deep into the playoffs. So Matthew has his key target Megatron. I think they're going to. I give them up 17 points. they're going to win by 17-plus points against Miami.
Now, Miami got a tough defense, and you got to understand that. They number 3 in the league in defense now. Don't get it twisted. You know.
Well, you think about it. The Lions, they're becoming a two-dimensional team. They was one-dimensional, but with Megatron, when he was out of the game for those past 3 games, all the other offensive players had to step up to the plate. And they won their last 3 without Megatron. So if they can do it without him, just think with him in the game what they're going to do. So I say they're gonna come out 17-plus points against Miami. That's my
I don't know,
cents.
man. Miami put up 37 on San Diego. Pitched a shutout last week. I mean, they are 5-3, but the only thing, like I tell you, Longhorn and the fans out there, you don't never know what you're getting from Miami. They bipolar. One week they'll blow you out, the next week they suck. You know, so that's the. But I'm rooting for Detroit. Cause like I said, they need this win bad. Cause like I said, Arizona, they 7-1. You know. Right. So, actually, you know what? If the playoffs was to start today, the Lions would actually have a bye week.
That's right.
You know? So, like I said,
the Lions had a rest, too, so.
So, like I said, you know, they got Arizona. They got to go to Arizona, and then they got to go to New England, man. Them going to be 2 tough games right there.
New England? I feel you.
Huh?
New England, I feel you on that, but Arizona, I don't think it's going to be too tough.
Man, I don't know, man. Arizona got a nice team out there. For real. Yeah, they ain't 7-1 and no joke. You know what I'm saying? Then they shut your Cowboys down.
Hey, I'm just telling you, I may split my time in between Texas and Detroit. I mean, Texas and the state of Michigan. But, no, the Cowboys is not my team. You know, like I say, let's go Lions. Let's get the roar. The fans out there going to have their backs. So 11-5, you can write it down in history for the future. So no, it's all about the Lions. You talking about they're playing Miami, but look, they're playing number 1 defense in the league. Detroit's going to stomp on them.
Yeah, but Miami is the number 3 defense in the league.
Okay, let's do the math here, Will. 1 and 3. Which comes first when you count, 1 or 3?
I mean, come on. Are you seriously going that route?
Hey, Detroit fans, call in because somebody's doing some math that I don't understand. 1 is before 3 all day long. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, or cut it.
Okay, well, they didn't have the number 1 defense all season, if I'm not mistaken, and they still lost 2 games. So if you want to count, that really don't mean nothing, because if you're going to say the defense was all of that, they would be undefeated.
Oh, that's just I
don't know. I know what the numbers I'm reading.
That's just drama. That's old football. That's history. It's like playing spades. When you get set and you start people talking about last 3 games, you know. So it's all about the number 1 defense. Detroit going to win this game. It's going to push the momentum even further into the season. You got Megatron back. He's a scoring machine. As long as the offensive line give Megatron and Stafford time, it's going to be touchdowns all day long. Trust what I tell you.
But what about the Lions running game? They have no running game.
Well, okay, yeah, you got me on that one. So hopefully the offensive line could be more aggressive. And when I say more aggressive, I mean they got to get off their blocks. I mean they got to attack the defense when it's time to run. You have to open up the hole. If you have a one-dimensional team, they shut down the run, and they bump Megatron off the line, and Stafford don't have time to get the ball to him. Okay, yes, there's gonna be some issues there, but however, the Lions' offense are going to be aggressive. When they play Miami, they're going to come off the blocks, and it's going to be a wrap. It's going to make a two-dimensional team. If you can't stop the run, then what's going to happen?
Let me tell you where I think the run with the Lions are really going to come in effect to hurt them is they got a game in December the 21st against Chicago in Chicago.
Right.
Usually around that time it's windy, it's cold. You need a running game down there at that time of year in Chicago, and they need to get it together now, right now. You're 8 games deep into the season. You need to get it together now. or that might be the game that might come back and haunt you at the end of the season. Because actually, when you leave Chicago, you got to go up to Green Bay and play. That's the last game of the season, December the 28th. So I'm telling you, they need to get that running game together now, right now.
So it sounds like to me like you're saying the Lions not used to playing in the Hawk.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying you need a running game.
Yeah, because you can't go to the Windy City and try to pass. Number one, your fingers going to be cold and the wind's going to take charge of the ball as long as it's in the air. Yeah, you got to get the running game now, but it's mostly on the offensive line. You can't have a strong running game unless you have them offensive linemen coming off some blocks for you. So they got to get that together. Because you remember when old Barry Sanders was out there running, right?
Yeah.
They had an offensive line, but he had to do all the work because they were blocked, but he still had to do all the work to get up out of that hole. So I think they're going to do all right when they go up to Chi-Town, when they go all the way to the cheese land. They're going to do all right.
I got some fuzzy numbers for you, Longhorn.
Here we go. Fuzzy numbers.
First half of the season, the Lions faced teams with a combined record of 27 and 38. For the second half, the Lions will face teams with a combined of 35 and 31. So what I'm saying, is things about to shift.
Right.
Let's say they win this game tomorrow at home against Miami.
Right.
So now we sitting at 7-2. They go lose the next one to Arizona and New England. Now we 7-4. So do you really see them making the playoffs if that scenario was to go down?
Most certainly. Most certainly. I got faith, brother.
So you say 11-5 is what you have them at.
That's right. I'm stepping out on faith. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Lions going to do all right.
Okay, I'm going to run down their schedule. You said you got them 11-5, so they only got room to lose 3 more. So you got them going 5-3 in the second half.
There it is, 5-3.
Okay, let me run this down. You give me the wins and losses. Of course, Miami tomorrow.
Win.
Arizona, at Arizona.
Win. So that's for how many?
That's 9-2.
Right. 9-2. There we go.
They at New England after that.
Okay, lose.
Thursday night Thanksgiving game, Chicago, Chi-Town in town.
Oh, they're gonna win. Thanksgiving game. That's the rivalry right there.
Yeah, that's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're gonna have the big turkey legs out there, the deep fried turkeys. They're gonna give out the big old drumstick to the defensive player, which is gonna be Sue. So, yes, I say okay, that's a win.
December the 7th, Tampa Bay, come here.
Oh, that's a win. So I'm already 11 games.
Minnesota, they play here after Tampa Bay.
Okay, all right. You know what? We looking like we might be 12-4, Will.
So you got that a win?
I'm gonna bring it up. 12-4. You heard it here.
Okay, I'm not finished yet. Hold tight, Longhorn. After that, it's at Chicago and at Green Bay.
Well, like I said, we're going to take one from Chicago. We're going to take one. Green Bay, it's going to be a rough game with the Green Bay with the cheese head. It's going to be close. I think we're going to squeak out there with a field goal. I think the old Platter going to come out there with a field goal, going to squeak it out.
I'm asking for wins or losses right now.
I sound like a politician, don't I?
Exactly. All I ask for wins or losses.
That's called distraction mode, deflection.
Okay, now win or loss at Chicago.
All right, I said we're gonna break 1-1 against Chicago, Green Bay. I have to wait and see. I'm not even gonna pick that one.
Well, they beat Chicago earlier. Green Bay earlier. What do you have to wait and see?
You know what? You're right. 12-4. We're going to win. Green Bay, we're going to take them out again, and Chicago. So 12-4, going to the playoffs, strong.
Now, Longhorn, I'm going to have to do some math here with you. With these numbers you just gave me, Ashley, you got them. Again. Ashley, you have them going 14-2.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. 14. I said 11-5. 14. Oh, no, 14-2. Okay, let's go back to the
Hey,
funny
Longhorn,
number.
are you drinking? Put down the 40, my man. No drinking in the studios. Go ahead. I mean, you going from 11 to 5 to 12 and 4. Now you at 14 and 2.
Hey, you know that's how much faith and confidence I have in them boys over there. You know, Ford Field is gonna be rocking. I'm trying to tell you. So, okay, I'm gonna go 12 and 4. That's it. 12 and 4. Mark it down. 12 and 4, and we're going to the playoffs. We're gonna go too deep into the playoffs.
I got them winning against Miami, losing against Arizona, losing against New England, winning here at Chicago, winning at Tampa Bay, winning against Minnesota, losing at Chicago, and losing at Green Bay. I have them finishing 10 and 6.
Okay.
You know, but making the playoffs. I see Green Bay winning the division flat out.
And why is that?
Because I think they're gonna have a better second half than the Lions, and I think there's everything. Well, I'll put it to you like that. I'm gonna say one name: Aaron Rodgers. Let me just break it down, plain and simple.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna see. You know, it's all about. I say it's all about Megatron and Stafford hooking up and taking them all the way.
Oh, matter of fact, you know they got the Lions playing in London again next week. I mean next year. Next year they got 6 teams playing in London. They got the Dolphins at Jets, Jaguars at Buffalo, and Kansas City versus Detroit, which will be November the 1st, and that would be considered a road game for the Lions. So that way,
the NFL really trying to expand that market over there, boy.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's funny. They talking about bringing Oakland down to San Antonio.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just telling. Well, the owner of Oakland meeting with them boys down there.
I'm gonna have to go to that meeting and put my 2 cents in. You know, Oakland, bring them down to San Antonio.
So you don't like them playing over in London? You don't like London, the NFL?
It's all right. You know, they're trying to expand their market. It's a marketing tool. So, you know, they can play in London, Australia. I'm surprised when we haven't went to China yet. Next day we're going to be in South Korea. But as long as the NFL, you know, keeps expanding their market base and bringing more fans to the table, I'm all for that. I think it's stupid. 'Cause
let's say if they put a team in London, right, and the team in London make it to the Super Bowl or the playoffs or whatever. Let's just say the Super Bowl, and this just happened this year. The Super Bowl is held in London. How many Lions fans? Let's say the Lions happen to make it to Super Bowl that year. I mean, we talking, you know, how many Lions fans actually can afford to go to London to watch a football game? And I'm gonna tell you something too. If I go to London, I'm not going to watch no football games. There's many things else to do in London besides watching a football game. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Well, I think the sport, the football is Americans' game. So, as far as marketing goes, I don't think they will ever have the football than the Super Bowl in London. This ticket.
Why not? Why not? You got a team American over there now. Why not?
No, we're over there playing over there. We don't have a stadium over there. That, you know, we don't have a fan base.
But if they put a team over there, they'll have a stadium.
I go put a team in London.
I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm telling you, it's all about the Benjamins.
They got the World Football League.
Okay.
Do you ever watch the World Football League?
Yeah.
All right, so they're not gonna have a Super Bowl. Yeah, Detroit, call in on that. Who do you think gonna have a Super Bowl in London?
All right, check this out. Let's take a quick commercial break. I'm going to tell you how you can win this $300 scholarship from Detroit Sports Jersey. When we come back, Longhorn, we're going to jump on these Ohio State, Michigan State big game up in East Lansing tonight at 8 p.m. Playoff implications are on the line. The losers flat out straight go home. I mean, you go to a bowl game because you ain't going to no playoff game. You can forget it with a 2. Unless you in the SEC, if you got 2 losses, you can get in the playoffs. But
it's stacked against us.
Huh?
It's stacked against us. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. I'm for real, man. I'll tell you about it when we come back. Let's take this quick commercial break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. You gonna read that?
All right.
Parents and all high school seniors, Detroit Sports Jersey is giving away a $300 scholarship. And all you have to do is write an essay explaining why you should win. Send your 1,000-word essay to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Essays will be accepted from October 1st, 2014 through April 1st, 2015. Apply for the Detroit Sports Jersey Scholarship today. Winners will be announced Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Good luck, high school seniors. Listen up, parents and all high school seniors. Detroit.
Listen up, Detroit Sports Jersey listeners. Need holiday cash? Call 248-327-1010. That's 248-327-1010. Detroit Sports Jersey Radio Show is looking for sales associates. Earn 25% commission on each sale. Pay range is $65 to $130 a day or more. Send your resume to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. That's info@DetroitSportsJersey.com.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. Longhorn sitting up in the house with me today and every Saturday at 3 p.m. Longhorn, what's happening with you?
Game time, playing time.
Okay.
All right.
You look, Longhorn. You ain't no rapper. Let's clear that up right now. You're not MC such and such. Let's just clear that up. Get that off the table. Get that off the through the airwaves now. Now, Longhorn, are you there?
All right, let's go over that Spartan in that Buckeye game.
All right, Longhorn, come on. We got a big one today. This is the first year of college football. Wouldn't it be great for the state of Michigan to win the national championship for the first ever college football playoff season? Talk to me.
Of course it would. Of course it would. Just think about the implications of the recruiting class for next year. I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when the Spartans win the first official playoff. Just think about the recruiting class of the caliber of players that they're going to get, 4 stars and 5 stars. That's equivalent to playing, with the 49ers in the heyday of winning the Super Bowl. Everybody wanted to be a 49er teammate. So State Spartans, it's going to be a wrap. However, pause. Spartans got to watch those turnovers, brother. They got to watch the turnovers. They got to, So what do you think about that?
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you as a Michigan fan, a diehard Michigan fan. Now, the big rival is Michigan and Ohio State, correct? I mean, that's a big.
About Spartans?
No, Michigan, the Wolverines. Listen to me, Longhorn. Stop. Just listen. Stop trying to rap and listen to me. Michigan Wolverines and Ohio State is a big rivalry.
Right.
That's bigger than Michigan State and Ohio State. Trust me, it's way bigger rivalry. Goes back years. Now, if you were a Michigan Wolverines grad, big fan, would you be rooting for Ohio State to beat Michigan State, even though it would be good for the state of Michigan to have this first national championship?
No, I wouldn't, because, the Spartans and the Wolverines, I'm still in the state of Michigan. So I'm still going to root for the Michigan team. So even though there's a rivalry between the Buckeyes and the Wolverines, I'm still going to be out there rooting for the Spartans to do what they have to do. You
know what they'll call you right now?
Turncoat?
Nope, a Walmart Wolverine.
Oh, my God.
Because a true Wolverine would not be rooting for no Michigan State to win.
So a true Wolverine, as long as there's no Michigan team in the playoffs, will be cheering for Ohio State, for the Buckeyes.
Let me tell you why. Listen, you know why the reason Lloyd Carr got fired from Michigan?
Even though Ohio State?
No, he couldn't beat them.
Okay.
You know, he got him a national championship. He'll give you a 10-win game season, 9 to 10 game win season every year, but he just couldn't beat Ohio State, and that's why they fired him. Now it's really coming back to haunt them.
Well, you look at history, though. Whenever the Spartans have ranked over Ohio State, over the Buckeyes, they've done pretty well. You know, even last year, in 2013, the game they played, Spartans won about 10 points, 34-24. So I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a hard-hitting game, but like I said, turnovers. You got to keep that ball under control. Now, Cook, their quarterback, he's 19 for 2 for starting. So I think he's going to be okay. The weather up there is going to be fine for him. He has a little trouble in inclement weather and bad weather. But it's supposed to be around 30, 37 degrees during game time. And plus, they keep the field covered and heated. So it should be a hard-hitting game. I'm thinking I'm going to take the Spartans by 10.
Spartans by 10? I'm on
Spartans by 10.
I don't know, man, because that rookie that freshman quarterback, JT Barnett at Ohio State, man, he's a beast, man. I mean, he's no joke. You know, he done came around and got his stuff together. But see, you have to ask yourself also, too, you know, they had Braxton Miller last year. They had Carlos Hyde, who's playing in the NFL for the 49ers. They lost 3 offensive linemen that's playing in the NFL right now, which is actually starting. And they lost against Ohio State lost against Michigan State, like you said, last year. So you got to ask yourself, if they lost all of that, how can they actually come in here and beat? And actually, they was playing on a neutral field last year also, too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think Ohio State and the loss are really too much, man, to come in here and beat Michigan State, to be honest with you. I think they'd have lost. I think they'd have lost. I mean, if you got all that great talent out there and you lost against Michigan State, and then you lose this great talent, whether to the NFL, of course, Braxton Miller is out due to an injury, which he'll be back next year to play. I mean, it's just too much on the line. For me, they done lost for. I'm taking Michigan State to win by, I'm gonna say 20.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Scared money can't win, a jealous man can't work. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, see Longhorn. There you go, rapping again. See, listen. Here, go cut your album on your own time.
Hey, that's gonna be a new word up there. Scared money can't win, jealous man can't work.
Hey, watch what I tell you. We got the rapper Longhorn, MC Longhorn.
But you know who has the number 1 defense as far as sacks goes, right, in the Big Ten? Who leads in sacks?
Talk to me.
Easy question. Spartans,
that defense, man.
28 sacks leading the Big Ten.
You know who lead in the nation that I was shocked by this?
That was
Utah. They have like 39 sacks, I believe.
Wow.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, Michigan defense, yeah, they're a beast, man. They gonna bring it. I'm rooting for them boys. Actually, I'm rooting for them. Even though, I love my Alabama Road Ties, but I want Michigan State to win this first one. I really do. I want them to be the first, official champ of the playoffs that actually done started in college football. Something we all been screaming for years and years.
Years, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Decades. And you think about they're playing at home. So the Spartans have that 12th man. They have the 12th man on the field, which is going to be the crowd. The crowd in Spartanville, I'm calling it Spartanville. The crowd up there is a blue-collar college. Everybody working hard. There's no Ivy League, atmosphere. So the crowd is going to be off the chain. The noise level is going to be out of this world. Watch what I tell you. So the 12th man is going to be the Spartan crowd.
Okay, Longhorn, give your final words before we get up out of here.
All right, my final word, I like to say happy Veterans Day.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining Longhorn every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great weekend.